Douglas Bader did not have any legs, but that did not stop him from kicking so much ass, he should have been banned from all donkey farms. You see, Douglas Bader was born in 1910. He joined the RAF at 18 years old in 1928, but he was not exactly a great soldier. In fact, he ignored the RAF regulations for doing acrobatic stunts, especially at low altitudes. So much so that in 1931, he ended up doing it a little too close to the ground. The plane crashes, crushes both of his legs, and he becomes a double amputee. And that would have stopped a regular person, but Douglas Bader was not a regular person, and where he was going, apparently he didn't need legs, but he did need wings. So he wanted to prove to the RAF brass that he still had everything that it took. So he learned how to do anything on his new legs, from sprinting to dancing to golf. And for some reason, the RAF was like, sure, welcome back. And then he joined the RAF again in 1939. If you don't remember, bad year. Bader begins fighting the Germans in the sky and then realizes because he doesn't have any legs, he has an advantage. Because the way that G-force works on the body is it'll eventually pressurize blood to go out of your head and into your other extremities. But he doesn't have those other extremities, so he can make turns much tighter than regular pilots because he doesn't have to worry about blacking out. He then went on to shoot down around 30 enemy planes, 24 of which have been confirmed, making him nearly a quintuple pilot ace, until he was eventually shot down in 1941 when he was escaping the plane. As it fell to the ground, his right leg got caught, so he detached it, and so he landed on the ground to be captured by the Germans with only one leg. Now, upon capture, the Germans were so baffled and confused why this guy was out in the field that they were just impressed with him. He ended up becoming friends with another German fighter ace who contacted the British to have him dropped a replacement leg, which he would very soon regret. Because you see, Douglas Bader was going to make sure that the worst mistake the Germans ever made was shooting him down and capturing him. He engaged in what the RAF called goon baiting, which was essentially just making the Germans' lives hell while he was there. He did this by trying to escape all the time. He was even successful a couple times. In cartoonish style, he tied a whole bunch of bed sheets together and slid down the outside of his prison. Then he was captured and sent to a different prison, Stalag Luft 3, where him and a nurse teamed up to have him escape. And then he escaped, but was captured because a different nurse betrayed him. Then he was sent to Colditz Castle, the escape-proof prison. At this point, he'd annoyed the Germans so much they threatened to take away his legs, and he remained there until the US liberated him in 1945. After returning home, Bader took up a regular job, continued to fly planes until 1979, and campaigned relentlessly for disabled people, for causes and different charities. So much so that he was knighted in 1976 for his work with the disabled. Bader passed away at the age of 72 in 1982, having walked a walk only he could do.